Hello guys, good evening and welcome to my YouTube channel. So I am very super excited to introduce you to my YouTube channel. Well, as you can see, I am in the kitchen and it's definitely about cooking. But this is a cooking YouTube channel with a complete difference. Yes, with so much difference. Okay, so I will be calling it Kitchen Series with Aggie. Yay! And trust me, I am super excited to bring you on board. So on the Kitchen Series channel with Aggie, we'll be learning how to make some basic meals, yes, and I will be introducing you to my basic kitchen secrets. Yes, I have a lot of kitchen secrets and hack. So in our prospective videos, you will be seeing them. And yes, the biggest gist of it all is that our kitchen series is not just going to be about cooking food. We are equally going to be doing some gisting. And guess what the gist is all about? My gist. Yes. So I'll be gisting you about my life, about the journey I've been through, and how I got here, and how I actually started cooking. It's super exciting, trust me. So it's beautiful to have you here. And please subscribe to my channel, like my videos, and comment. Okay, so basically I really don't like to wear makeups, but with this kitchen series I would like to really hear your opinion. So please head into the comment section and tell me if you want me to wear makeup or if you like my natural look. So as clean as the kitchen looks now, it's amazing how it looks clean, right? Yeah, but trust me, it's gonna get all messy in a short while. So we're in the kitchen and we're going to head on to cook some dishes. And so first of all, this is it. The cooking is not up to the side, so we really have to do this so you don't have some hair falling into the food. And I have my bonnet cap for kitchen purposes, so I'm gonna roll this on my head. That's it. So there we go. Okay, I'm going to tuck everything in completely. And what if I just take off the cap? Okay, I wouldn't want to do that, so I will just do this. I kind of allow me some extra cuteness. Let's not look ugly in the kitchen. So basically, we're supposed to be gisting while we cook. And here are the ingredients for the oha soup. I would like to call it Oyibo oha, or abroad oha, or India abroad oha, whatsoever name. So I have my snail here. Yeah, kind tricky. Okay, that's what I prefer to call it. And very clean. I take my time to particularly do this one. I don't like to give people rubbish. And that's my fish too. I wash my fish like I'm washing clothes. So I take my time to do that too. And that's my vegetable oil in an ice cream container. And then I have my beef. And yes, I have a beautiful twist here. You'll be wondering why I'm having tatashi or bell pepper inside my oha mixture. Well, I have my reason. And then if you noticed, my green pepper, the chili kind of has this different colors. You see, that one is not very red, and then there are green colors in them like that. There's a way it makes the oha face appears like that. Even though I blend it very coarse, not smooth. And then I have a little bit of okazi here. If you're in Nigeria, or if you're anywhere that you can have access to these things and they are fresh, seriously, you don't know what God has done for you. And then of course, the game changer, the bitter leaf. I already poured hot water into it, so it's getting soft already. And then I'm going to be pre-washing it a bit before I put it inside the pot. And here, okay, is my pepper. I love to add Cameroon pepper into my major soup, irrespective of the fact that I use the fresh pepper already. And then I have my crayfish, and I have my ghee. I use different kind of my ghee too, and this is a great twist too. This is a lot of, this is a kitchen secret to a whole lot of cooks around the world. I don't know, maybe in Nigeria. There's just something about this thing. No matter how little you put it. And when some people see it now, they wouldn't want to eat the food. Well, they wouldn't know. Let's say we didn't add this part of it into it. So basically here are the ingredients. So I promised to gist you how I came about the whole cooking stuff. Okay, I will be doing that while I mix this in the pot. So stay with me. So I'd always wanted to have this online presence. I'd always wanted to talk about something, just something. I just wanted to be online, and I stayed trying a number of things. Didn't work out though. I tried writing. That's actually a big story, and I'll tell you that story someday. So fast forward to this year. I know I have something for cooking. I cook a lot for the family. To shock you to know that one of the recipe, or one of the meals, some of the meals I'm making today is for my mom. She's been with my sister for a number of weeks now, and she's been craving my food. And so I head on straight into the kitchen to make this food for her and to tell you how I come about it. So I've always known how to cook, sort of. And so I was thinking that making or having a YouTube channel where I cook food and talk about it would be a great platform for me, even though I wasn't really interested in talking about the food that I cook. I really want to talk about other things. You know, I have this mindset that if you are able, or if you have the mind to come up and talk about what you've been through, a whole lot of people think that it's a big issue to come up and talk about. This is so hard to come up and talk about what you've been through in life. But for me, it's not actually. Don't mind me. I actually don't take note of the number of Maggi cube I add to my food. So it's a kind of special way of cooking for me. I just go ahead and do my thing, and I never miss it. So I don't use recipe for my Maggi. Even the measurements, I don't go about doing the 1 kg, 2 kg stuff and all. So I decided that I'd always wanted to, of course, have a YouTube channel where everything I talk about would be about me, about everything I've been through, because I really know that I've been through a lot in my life. In this my 20-something year old life, I've really been through a lot. I won't say I've been through hell, and that would be too extreme, but I've really been through stuff, you know. I've been through stuff. I've been heartbroken. Yeah, and to think that I'm just beautiful, duh. And then some of those things that happened to me, and I just look at myself like, oh, okay. So I wanted to always tell my story of how I started out, of how I am winning gradually, and how I eventually win. I really intend to tell my story. So I decided that, okay, cooking and gisting would be a great idea. And so here we are cooking and we are gisting. Okay, so we're going to have this cook for a while, and then I'll come back and show you how it is going. Stay tuned. So I am going to suspend the gist there so that we can concentrate and see what our cooking had turned into. Okay, this is not burnt. This is perfect. As you can see, everything is well cooked. So I do really appreciate my fish scattering inside the whole mixture, I mean the final soup. So I am just going to pick out the fish from the mix. Okay, now, you know, at first I was calling this in the abroad kind of bitter leaf soup or something, basically because the kind of cow we have in Nigeria and the kind of intestine we have is quite different. So you can see the water is completely drained. Now I love to cook my meat this way because it helps the meat to absorb the seasoning very well, and so that even after cooking you can enjoy the meat alone. It is quite tasty. So I really love to allow the meat stock get dried inside. Meanwhile, to continue the cooking right now, my heat, my meat and the meat stock is actually on low heat. So now I'm going to return it to the normal heat. I usually have a standby hot water, as you can see. This is because of reasons like this. So I can just add my standby hot water. I can just add my standby hot water, and then to the extent I would really want the soup to be, the quantity rather, so I can determine the quantity of my soup from this process. Okay, now this is enough, so I will be adding some extra more water because actually the target is a full pot, and this meat is actually enough to give me a full pot of this. Now the disadvantage of making this soup in the abroad, so to say, is that I really don't have access to, sorry about the noise coming from the washing machine. This house, they had the washing machine in the kitchen. Okay, so I don't really, we don't have access to all the plenty animals we can have access to in Nigeria. For instance, okay, I have to stop this machine. For instance, we don't have access to dry meat, stock meat, and stuff like that. So at this point also, I will be adding some of this my ogas here. Okay, so I'll be adding my pepper. Don't worry, I am not putting the whole of this. Okay, I told you before that it wasn't going to be smooth, yeah, because I like the aftermath. It looks beautiful. And here's my okazi. I called it it's not okazi. Oh geez. Okay, help me right now, I'm not even Igbo. It's not, is it okazi or uzuza? You know that scent leaf now, okazi. It's okazi, yes. I called it uzuza the other time. Whichever. Well, this gives the soup a very nice smell, so I love to add it. So I didn't use hot water for this. If you see, it's looking quite dried. I didn't use hot water for this because usually if I'd used hot water for it, it probably would have washed away some of the essential things I would be needing from it. So here we are. I just add this into it, and then I will be adding my crayfish. I'm actually using 2 crayfish. This sachet, I'm using 2 of it. I love crayfish a lot. There is this way, sorry, there's this way that crayfish makes your food smell. I don't know how people that don't cook without crayfish manage, but I don't think I would survive the kitchen hustle without crayfish. Well, some people might say you don't know how to cook. If you really do know how to cook, you should be able to make nice meals without adding up crayfish. But for me, no, I rather not make that food because I don't know what it will taste like. And sorry for my little kitchen secrets, I have it right here. So I am using this blender I got from the supermarket. Yeah, this tiny little thing here. I just grate a little amount. You can see, very little. Like I said before, some people don't like this. The thought of it alone makes them want to throw up. But let's pretend we didn't add it up to the recipe. Okay, so that's a very insignificant amount, and that should do. Very insignificant, like I didn't add it at all. So I'm just gonna stir this in. You see it's looking whoosh. Oh my god, look at the snail all topping up. Okay, I actually use dried snail. Yeah, my friend does the snail business in Nigeria, and then she sent some for me, I think about a month ago. Now you see what this is looking like. You see the pepper already. So the idea of this bitter leaf soup, this my India broad bitter leaf soup, is so that at the end of the day you will kind of get a something in between pepper soup and soup. Okay, so by the end of the day, at the end of the day, if I add my thickener, I use thickener actually. If I add my thickener and stir them together and add the bitter leaf, you would see what the face would look like. It will be so fine, and the taste will be first and second to none. Seriously, take me very seriously. Okay, so I'm going to leave that to cook in for about 5 to 10 minutes so that the pepper will sit into the meat just as the seasoning had done. And note that my meat is well cooked, absolutely cooked, super cooked. I cooked it for 1 hour 30 minutes. So let's close this and allow it to cook. We come back. Okay, so we're back here, and this is it. It's been boiling for about 10 minutes now, 10 to 15 minutes. Kind of left it a bit. If you noticed, my water quantity had gone down again. Anyway, my magic water pot is here, so I can never bottom fresh on this one. I'm a master at this game. Now look at how perfect this is looking. This is already looking like pepper soup. Yeah, and it tastes perfect as well. And like I said before, I don't really need to measure a particular number of Maggi for a particular seasoning, yeah, for a particular recipe. I just know that, okay, this quantity is perfect for this. And that's how it goes. And it's usually very perfect, as you can see. Okay, so they say, seeing is believing. So I have my thickener here, and I already mixed it with palm oil. Sorry, I called it vegetable oil the other time. Please, it's palm oil. And the palm oil in this country, seriously, is not red. It's sort of yellowish. I don't know how, but I learned that somehow, when they get the oil from Africa, they mix it with groundnut oil. That's very pathetic, actually. So I'm going to be adding this in. Trust me, this is looking yummy already. So yummy, so yummy, so yummy. And actually, cooking food here is one of the easiest things to really do on earth. I don't know how to say it, even though it's a very frustrating something for so many people, but for me, cooking is an amazing adventure. So I told somebody before that in this my life, if I wasn't reading, if I wasn't writing, I would be cooking. I will be cooking, seriously. Now look at this. How does this look? Perfect. So perfect. So perfect. I think the thickness is not good enough, so I'll be adding more of the thickener. I think I had this one from the previous soup I made, so I will just scoop it in from here and pop it in there. There we go. I'm actually going to crop this part of the video out. Okay, so there we go. This is perfect, trust me. This is all looking perfect already. Whoosh! Super duper. Okay, so I'll keep stirring to melt this all in. Wow. Okay, so I'm actually hoping that my brother-in-law will eat this soup. He doesn't like thick soup, so I'll try my best to keep the texture very light. He loves light soup. I think when the soup is thick, he gets frustrated. That's it. This looks amazing already, and it tastes wonderful. Perfect. Just top notch. I can stop stirring. See? Perfect. Texture, perfect. Left for me, I would have added more of that, but I'm not cooking it for myself. And seriously, I don't like to eat swallow. I don't just know why I don't like that food. Swallow is something else for me. I don't know how to really sit down and be munching swallow, and then I'll cut a mole, dish it inside the soup, and then I swallow it down my throat. It's so frustrating. So I don't appreciate doing it. I don't at all. Okay, so I'm going to my second round of garnishing. Okay, here is my bitter leaf already. So I kind of squashed it, washed it, because Nigerian people can be very amazing. You can go get bitter leaf from the market and use it to cook, and it's like you poured your bitter inside your pot of soup. So I squashed it with hot water and salt for a very long time to get the taste that I want out of it. So my target for the bitter leaf actually is to get this bittersweet taste at the end of the day, so that when you taste it, it's not absolutely bitter, sort of, but it has this, it's just in between. It's not bitter, it's not off bitterness completely, so to say. So that's the idea. Okay, hopefully my sister will eat as well. She loves a lot of bitter leaf inside, but I don't really like it that way though. And what are you even saying? I basically don't like to eat swallow, but I can lick the soup and eat the meat. What to do? Life is not that hard. So I think this should be perfect. Yeah, I think I have a good amount of bitter leaf in there already. I don't think I should add any more. Okay, I think this is good, right? Yeah, this is good. So now to the final garnishing. Okay, now some people just wait until the end of the soup like this before they do the final garnishing, or before they add stuff like what they call it, crayfish. But me, I prefer to do it this way, so that my cooking at the end of the day, or my soup, has this final fresh crayfishy taste. So here we go. I'm adding this up. Okay, because stuff's in the plate. No, I'm not about to waste this. I'll scoop it all in. And then my pepper. So this pepper helps me get this Nigerian taste. It's actually difficult to cook these dishes here and expect it to be like what you will have in Nigeria. So here we go. And another secret to this soup is, if it's not pepperish, you're not going to enjoy it. That's why we go all out with the pepper. Yeah. So here we are. This is it. All ready. Something is missing from this mixture, and that thing is what do you call it? Cow leg. Oh, I actually forgot to get cow leg this evening. I was rushing out of the store. It was quite late. I had so much to do. It's actually 3 a.m. midnight here, so I am staying awake to cook. But trust me, it's my pleasure. I love every bit of it, from the beginning to the very end. Every bit of it just gives me this joy, seeing this thing coming out like this. Okay, so this is it. Super nice. I've not tasted it, but I'm very sure that the seasoning should have dropped. So I am just going to add up a cube. I'm just going to add up a cube of Maggi. Okay, this thing. I'll add up a cube of Maggi, and then I will reduce my heat, because obviously my soup is ready. Soup is ready. So here is sprinkling just a cube of Maggi there. I won't be putting salt, because bitter leaf itself is amazing with salt. So if you're not careful, the salt level might just get extra. And I think with the nature of bitter leaf, if you try to put too much salt or make it exclusively sweet, sorry, the first time, it might also mess you up the second time when they are trying to eat it, because it would have been much more salty. Yeah, it would have been much more salty. And personally, I don't appreciate salty food. I love my dishes to be perfect. Okay, so I'm trying to pick out the bones. I should have done this before now, but all the same, I'm still quite light in time. So here we are. I'll be throwing this into it, and my soup would just be ready. That's it. Okay, so here we go. Here we go, go. Here we go. This is looking yummy. Yummy, yummy, yummy. Yummy, yummy, yummy. They actually don't like soup thick, so I have to add a little bit of water. Yummy, 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 yummy. This is super yummy. You can see the yellow pepper, sorry, red pepper topping up. This is amazing. Trust me. This is amazing. Amazing. Nothing short of amazing. Okay? So thank you for being here. Bye bye. Okay, so with this, I've come to today's episode of kitchen series with Aggie. So please, I would love you to subscribe to my channel, comment, and then tell me what else you would love to add in the soup if you're the one making it. And concerning my makeup, would you like to see me with an all painted face, or you would like to see my normal face? So thank you. Bye bye.